Hey, y'all, let me tell you about the wildest 3 days of my life. When I, Sarah Mitchell, a burned-out nurse from Atlanta, stumbled into something straight out of a movie. Picture this. I'm sprinting through Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, my scrubs still smelling like hospital antiseptic, clutching what I thought was my ticket to a medical conference in the Bahamas. Next thing I know, I'm on a private jet, sitting across from Ethan Caldwell, a tech billionaire who thinks I'm his new assistant, headed to Nassau for a resort deal, not a conference. My heart's pounding, my palms are sweaty, and I'm wondering how I messed up this bad. It all started at Grady Memorial, where I'd been pulling 14-hour shifts for years, living on coffee and guilt for never having enough time for myself. My patient, Miss Clara, this sweet 80-year-old with a smile that could melt ice, grabbed my hand one night and said, "Sarah, honey, you're saving everyone but yourself when you gonna live a little?" Her words stuck with me, like a song you can't unhear, and when I got a letter about a free conference trip, I thought, maybe this is my chance. So, I used my last $200 for a flight to Miami, thinking I'd catch a medical transport from there. Big mistake. On that jet, Ethan's all-polished suits and green eyes that could cut glass, but there's this quiet sadness in him, like he's carrying a weight nobody sees. I'm stammering, trying to explain I'm not his assistant, but the plane's already taxiing, and he just waves it off, says, "We'll sort it out, don't worry." Sort it out? I'm a nurse with $37 in my account, sitting in a leather seat that probably costs more than my rent. But then we start really talking. I tell him about my mom's medical bills, my little brother's college dreams, how I haven't taken a vacation in a decade. He opens up about his sister, who died years ago, and how his billions haven't filled the hole she left. By the time we land in Nassau, I'm not just some random nurse to him, and he's not just some rich guy to me. The Bahamas hit me like a fever dream: palm trees, turquoise waves, air that smells like freedom. Ethan's assistant, Linda, shows up, all sharp blazers and sharper glares, assuming I'm a consultant for their resort's wellness program. Ethan plays along, says I'm there to advise on healthcare, and I'm too stunned to argue. We spend the day touring the resort, and it's like stepping into someone else's life-sparkling pools, guests dripping in designer, and me, in my thrift store sundress, pretending I belong. That night, we walk the beach, moonlight turning the sand silver, and Ethan grabs my hand, says, "Sarah, you make me remember what it feels like to laugh." My heart's doing backflips, but my brain's screaming, "This ain't real, girl." Then it all crashes. I overhear Linda in the lobby, tearing into Ethan. "You're risking a billion-dollar deal for a nurse who's probably after your money." Her voice is like venom, and every word hits my insecurities. Am I just a charity case? A gold digger without even knowing it? I confront Ethan, tears burning my eyes, and say, "Go back to New York. Handle your life. If this is real, it'll wait." I'm shaking, but I mean it. I fly back to Atlanta, back to my scrubs, my empty bank account, my safe, small life. Miss Clara sees right through me, says, "You're not running from him, Sarah, you're running from you." 2 days later, Linda's in Atlanta, sitting on a park bench in Piedmont Park, looking like she's swallowed her pride whole. "I was wrong about you," she says, voice cracking. "Ethan's miserable without you. He's quitting boards, restructuring his company, trying to make room for something real." I'm floored, apologizing, and Ethan's fighting for me. I go to his hotel, and there he is, eyes red, hair a mess, looking like he hasn't slept in days. "Sarah," he says, "I don't want my old life anymore. I want one with you." I'm crying, he's crying, and I realize I've been so scared of not being enough that I almost threw away the one thing that makes me feel like I am. For months later, we're back in the Bahamas, saying "I do" on that same beach, with my mom, my brother, and even Miss Clara's daughter cheering us on. I'm heading a new clinic in Atlanta, funded by Ethan's foundation, helping folks who can't afford care. He stepped back from his empire, learning to live for joy, not just deals. As we dance under the stars, steel drums humming, I know we're writing a new chapter, one where love wins over fear. So what do you think? Was I crazy to walk away, or braver for coming back? Have you ever had to choose between safety and a leap of faith? Drop a comment, share your story. I am reading everyone. And if this hit you, hit that subscribe button for more real talk about life, love, and second chances.